In this example, we have a family building a cabin. We've got Mrs. Valsa and her daughter Elena, and they're putting up scaffolding so that they can work on one side of the cabin. Let me draw a picture of the scaffolding right here. Just a straight line will do for now. To hoist some scaffolding up, they're using two ropes. So Mrs. Valsa is pulling on one rope at an angle of 65 degrees and a force of 400 newtons. So we can represent that with a vector. That'll be 400 for the magnitude, and then 65 degrees will be your angle. Elena is pulling, let's see here, and we'll just underline that for you. And then Elena is pulling on another rope, and she's going to be pulling on that other rope at an angle of 110, which is 70 degrees above the horizontal, and a force of 600 newtons. So her vector might be like this. So we'll do 600 newtons, and then that angle all the way over there is going to be 110 degrees. Now, the question here is asking us how much force is being exerted on the scaffolding. So what we're going to do here is we're going to try to find the vertical pieces of each one of these forces, which will be right here. And that's going to be the force exerted vertically on that particular scaffolding. If we drew a resultant vector, that resultant vector might be something like this. And that vertical piece here is going to be the sum of each one of the vertical pieces of the blue and then of the purple. So let's work with the purple one. So we want that vertical piece there. So that's the y. It's opposite over hypotenuse is going to be the best thing to use here. And our hypotenuse is 400. And remember, opposite and hypotenuse is the sine. And then we'll take the sine of 65 degrees here, which is going to be about 363. Take a second or two, pause the video, type it in your calculator. If you get the wrong answer, it's possible that you're in the wrong mode. That's the first thing I look at if my answer is not coming up right. So make sure that you're in degree mode. You're, after all, using degrees. For the next piece, we're going to do the magnitude, which is 600, times the sine of 110. And if you type that in your calculator, you're going to get about 563. Now all we need to do is add those together to get that resultant force. So if we add those two together, we get 926 newtons of force is what is occurring vertically to that piece of scaffolding. I really don't care how much force is exerted left and right. Hopefully they're balanced out. And the vertical force, though, is going to be what's going to be more important here for this particular problem.